Right Honorable Speaker, allow me also to congratulate the Prime Minister. At least this is the first time I've seen her here very happy than ever. Right Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Rule 128 of the Rules of Procedure, I beg to move that the bill entitled The Administration of Parliament Amendment Bill 2022 be read for the first time. 24. Right Honorable Speaker, in compliance with Section 76 of Public Finance Management Act, I think you can hear me clearly. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the certificate of financial implication for the bill. I beg to lay.
Thank you. The bill is referred to the Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. Should be processed in line with Rule 129 of our Rules of Procedure.
I thank you.
Thank you.
The administration.
Sub-rule 3 requires that there must be a memorandum that outlines the policies and defects in the existing law that must be signed by the mover of the bill. 117. And when I peruse through this bill, it is not signed by the mover of the bill. And that means there is a bar to entertaining this bill at this point. 2, Mr. Speaker, Rule 56 provides that a member wishing to move a private member's bill that is provided for under our Constitution shall give notice. I gave a notice to amend the Administration of Parliament Act. That notice was received by Parliament of Uganda on the 29th of August 2024. To date, I have not received a feedback on whether my rights, which are guaranteed in the laws of Uganda, can be adhered to by this Parliament. I'm seeing another private member being provided with assistance, being provided with the certificates, whatever is needed to bring his bill here. I'm now wondering, do I and the private member also have the same privileges in this House or not? Mr. Speaker, Rule 232 provides that any papers that are laid here shall be inspected. And the Rule 227 also provides for record of Parliament. And under Rule 227, sub-rule B, that the clerk shall have custody of all these documents, it would have been good before I impute improper motive on the administrators and the presiding officers that you allow me inspect. If this member moved or gave a notice to the House earlier on to warrant that he should be entitled to opportunities that I'm not entitled to. Therefore, I move, as far as this motion is not signed, the objectives are not adhering to the rule I cited earlier, it should not be entertained. Mr. Speaker, the issue of adhering to laws in this Parliament, they are very, very important. Why do I say that? Section 39 of the Administration of Parliament Act, as amended, requires that there should have been an annual report brought to this House by Parliament. That is not.
Honorable, your issues are very, very.
Right Honorable Speaker, as my colleague has stated, the Constitution of Uganda, Article 95, and when you go to the rules, Rule 121 and Rule 122, provides a member of parliament the mandate to raise a private member's bill. Right Honorable Speaker, based on those rules and the Constitution of Uganda, I raised a bill which the notice is coming for the amendment of the Administration of Parliament Act in relation to voting of parliamentary commissioners. I gave a notice to the Speaker's office last year in October 17th. Since last year, October 17th, up to date, the Speaker has not responded to me. This is a sign of dealing with the matters selectively. We are entitled to be heard. Honorable Speaker, what is so special with this amendment of Lumu, which was generated in Gulu just within a month, and it is now on the order paper? Are you fairly ruling this country? Are you fairly ruling this parliament? Honorable Speaker, I think we are running out of hands, legally. I think the Speaker among is taking the law into her hands. Honorable Speaker, listen to me. Listen. It's my right to call you by any name. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable colleagues.
Honorable Speaker.
Just a little bit, Honorable Arion. Our rules are very, very clear, and I discussed it. I told you the other day. Your rules, they don't allow you to discuss the conduct of the Speaker and all that unless you do it through a substantive motion. Okay? So I request you, let us not personalize issues. Just raise your concern, and then I guide how we are going to address your concern.
Right Honorable Speaker, I have raised this matter. My bill came in 17th of October last year. The same person who is trying to amend the Administration of Parliament Act just generated his bill within a month, and it's already in the order paper. Is that being fair? Right Honorable Speaker, secondly, I have a second matter. On Tuesday last year, on Tuesday last week, sorry, excuse me. On Tuesday, my mind is about my emotion of last year. Right Honorable Speaker, on Tuesday last week, you made a ruling here. Right Honorable Speaker, your ruling, I believe, was on a member's submission. Honorable Oduru had a submission here. Upon his submission, you made a ruling. And the ruling you made was in relation to our petition that was challenging the commissioners to be impeached. Honorable Speaker, our petition has never appeared on the order paper. Our petition has never been raised by the mover, the motion has never been raised by the mover, has never been seconded on this floor, has never been debated. So you made a ruling on a statement by somebody, not on our motion. So we are kindly requesting you to put our petition on the order paper, the motion in the order paper, and we debate it. We are begging you.
Honorable Ivad, indeed your rights as members are protected. You have the right to move private members' bills. Kindly, let's may receive, yes. And then we see how we can put you on the order paper, okay? Okay? Yes. No. I will receive them again, don't mind. To say you already, please. I will receive them again, okay? Don't get tired. I have a lot of business which can be pending. And then I will ensure it is scheduled on the order paper. Number two, with regard to Honorable Rumo's bill, the bill was gazetted. The bill was gazetted. We got a certificate of financial implication. And it is ready. Now, that's not for me to answer. A reason being, I'm not a mover of the bill. So the moment it is ready, first reading, I just do, and the bill, any bill that is ready for first reading, it doesn't wait for a day or two. So, how a member quickly processes, okay?
Having listened to the issues raised by our two colleague members, I just wanted to inquire from you, yes, I just wanted to inquire from you, the presiding officer, whether, one, the two members gave notices in accordance with the Rule 56, and two, whether they have already moved the motions to bring their private members' bills. And if they have, and we have passed the motions, I just wanted to alert the members that when we are passing the Public Finance Management Act, we included in Section 76, which gives you an automatic certificate of financial implication if the Minister of Finance does not give it to you within 60 days. So I would want the members, if at all they brought the motions and the motions carried the day and they have not yet gotten the certificates from the Minister of Finance, then they invoke Section 76, where you get the certificate of financial implication by operation of the law.
Thank you. They are not yet granted leave. So they put in requests for their motions seeking leave to be put on the order paper. And that's why I said I'm going to link up with them and we put you on order paper so that your motions can be heard. Has submitted, then it is such cool. They are so close they can even share a white ant. You know, they are very, very close. Now, yes, just allow me to finish ruling on what my brother Arion raised earlier. Yes, Honorable Arion, on the earlier ruling which I made here, by reading the Speaker's letter, which had already been communicated, before an item is put on the order paper, we ensure it conforms to the requirements of our rules. So the moment that we invoked a rule which my brother Jonathan Odur disagreed with and he respectfully made his submission, we found the motion could not qualify to go on the order paper. Now, that's a ruling of the presiding officer, but our ruling can be challenged in case one is uncomfortable with it, instead of us continuing to argue about it, and yet I cannot do much now about it when we've already made that ruling.
With the due respect, Honorable Speaker, for the last 1 month or so, we are seeing the same two members taking time every day after your communication. Some of us also have issues to raise and burning issues, but we are seeing the same people day in, day out, on the same stuff which you have ruled on. Right, Honorable Speaker, is it in order for all the two members to continue raising the same matter on where we have also concerns which affect our country, affect our constituencies? I have raised here the matter of the student loan scheme, Right, Honorable Speaker. How unfairly they have been distributed up to now, and the students are about to report to the universities. And ours who are disadvantaged are going to miss, and none has responded here. But I have not behaved like the way they have behaved. Right, Honorable Speaker, do you want us to reach that level? Because we also have the capacity to No one has monopoly of being continuously on this paper. No one has monopoly of being unruly. We are all capable of being unruly, and we can do it. So, Right Honorable Speaker, is it in order for them to continue behaving the same way, and we allow them?
Thank you.
I have been listening to you. I have been listening to you keeping quiet.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Cooper. I got you. Now let me just ask you, Honorable colleagues, okay? Honorable colleagues, order. Let me ask you, Honorable colleagues, do you enjoy treating each other this way on a national, prime time? Your children are watching, the country is watching. We have a lot of pending business sort out, and we just exchange this way. So I request Honorable colleagues, I urge restraint, okay? At the end of the day, they are judging us all. I urge restraint. Yeah, let us not put our house into disrepute. Okay. So I get you your concern, Honorable Cooper. I know I get your concern. But let me finalize with Honorable Sechkubo on this.
Right Honorable Speaker, I'm greatly and deeply disappointed, but I'm not surprised by my colleague with whom we joined this parliament in 2001, but apparently whereas we have both become...
No. Honorable Sechkubo, let me first guide you, okay? The Honorable Ssemuju stood up on a point of procedure which was, not Honorable Ssemuju, the Honorable Okupa, which was addressed to me, okay? And I guided. So let us not again now start provoking each other. No, just submit your point. You had already come up on your own point. Please go for that.
Right Honorable Speaker, what the colleagues Honorable Guzuli and Honorable Audrey Alion have raised goes to the root of our rules of procedures. And as Parliament, we cannot unfortunately act outside the rules. And once we are all equal in this House, the duty remains with you, the presiding officers of this House, to guide. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. It is surprising that we as members of Parliament, what do we do? Right Honorable Speaker, the first issue we requested, we begged for your indulgence, the indulgence of the chair, to debate matters when they had surfaced up. At that stage, we were seeking your indulgence. But when the indulgence was not forthcoming, Right Honorable Speaker and members, we went through the rules. And the rules provided us with the way out of this. And Right Honorable Speaker, a third of your members here seated, a third of your members, a member can raise a motion or a private member's bill as an individual. But pity us who go through and with members and were able to have a third, more than a third of members to support a matter. And this should go to the root of your chair. How do you treat your members? Before we know it, some member just under a month raises the motion. He's given privilege to have it. But for a third of the members of this Honorable House are denied a matter. And lastly, for me, I'll take the information from Honorable Sasaga.
No, but Honorable, you don't have that so much luxury.
Okay, the last one I want to take, but he's
please conclude, Honorable.
He's capping on this, Right Honorable.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Petition, but members had to travel distances upon distances. Even others had even sick people in their homes. But for the good of sanity, for the good of dialogue and the discussion, we had to sacrifice whatever it took to come and put our signatures. That's the information I was given.
Thank you. Time up. Listen, once you donate your time, you donate yours. You don't get another time. Please. No, please, don't tell me about who's providing. The moment you use your time, you decide to donate part of it, okay? Yeah? And the problem is, listen, the problem is one. When someone is talking to you, okay, you don't want to listen to him. When you are talking, you want to be listened to. That's the challenge I usually get. And these are the double standards we've been talking about.
Powers from the chair. We, the petitioners, do not say that we are right, you should rule in our favor. But we say whatever we did, the matter should be put on the order paper, you rule against it, and it goes on the Hansard from the chair. But by someone, or like myself, sitting somewhere to write a communication, that's why you are here to give your ruling in chair. Your power and mandate.
Thank you.
Put it on the order paper and rule even against us, but you must conclude the procedure in one way or the other, and we shall rest our case, Lord Speaker.
Thank you. The ruling was read on the floor, and it's on the Hansard. Okay? The ruling was delivered on the floor, and it's on the Hansard. And what I want to tell you is that this matter is a closed matter, and we shall not put it on the order paper once again. Honorable colleagues.
You know, this bill for Honorable Lemu, it was brought not with a good faith. It was brought with some motive behind it. And since it was brought with some motive behind it, I really feel the bill for Honorable Lemu, it was not brought with in a good faith, and it was some motive behind it. Looking at so many private members' bill, many members went and asked, they wanted to table the members' bill, but they were not given the opportunity. Why is it they are giving the priority to Honorable Lemu's bill, who have just introduced his private members' bill? And if you look at how the necessary documents were processed, you can have some doubt that there's something behind it. The certificate of financial implication was given very fast. All the documents were processed very fast. So what is that interest that is prompting the presiding officers as well as the movers of the bill to process everything in such a rapid manner? You know, when you introduce law targeting few individuals, and that law shall become so dangerous. And as members of parliament, we should avoid working in such a manner. Let us introduce law that will help and guide all Ugandans in a free and fair manner. But the moment you are targeting few individuals, that will become so dangerous, and we need to avoid such kind of rush. Right now, we pray that the presiding officers and the House should treat all members of parliament equally. There are others who are intending to introduce private members' bill. Others now have taken 2 years, 3 years. They have never been given the opportunity. Then why is it this one, only 2 weeks, 1 month, everything is done? So to me, I really feel we need to be fair to each and every individual. The law we are introducing must not target individuals. It should target all Ugandans as a whole. Thank you so much.
Teeka lino baba lireese tekimataali nga wrong is wrong. Omusota ne bw'oguteekako golodi gusigala musota. Kati gwagwetisse gw'omanyi kubanga ono memba munaffe nze ntula mu shadow cabinet naye ne mu shadow cabinet yagaana okujjayo ng'ateewa opposition ne leader of opposition amakya ga leero obwedda amulinze. So kati wano osobola okuleeta ekintu ng'ekyo speaker n'akuprotectinga naye speaker tasobola kubeerayo mu public kuprotectinga kubanga ffe ebibiina by'obufuzi byonna byakigoba idea gyaleeta. Si kibi okuleeta idea yo naye idea bw'ebeera mbi political parties ne zikigoba you should listen to them. Kati tumubuuza akolera ani kubanga political parties bwe ziba zigize zikuganye naffe nga shadow cabinet oluuyi olukiikirira opposition naffe tanakola consultation tumubuuza akolera ani. So wano speaker asobola omuprotectinga ne speed n'akidduse emisinde wali eri naye ffe tusigala tugamba tuli bawanguzi wakati yatugambe mutugende tukolera argument zaffe mu committee. Mu committee eyo ebeerayo butekinicalities bungi kubanga byowandiika si gwolagira kiraaka biki ebyokuinkludinga ku debate ne beegenda maaso. So ffe tumugamba nti ayinza okuba yeeziise mu byobufuzi bya Uganda ate ng'era bajja kubuuza oyo wa kibiina ki nti omusajja ba DP batuleetedde kimujjukire tukyatoba n'ekyammawe yakwata ekibiina kya DP n'ayingira nakyo mu NRM. Kati ffe abamu bakubuuza owaayo oyogerako ku eki DP efuuse eki kati tubadde tukyalwana na kyammawo kugamba nti oli yeetikka ekibiina n'agenda okulya ng'omuntu kati ate n'ekyono kibaddewo n'ekyalina okumanya nti entalo ng'ezo oyinza oziwangula mu short run naye mu long run wabeerawo challenges nyingi zagenda okusanga. For example ayinza okusanga obuzibu mu balonzi nga bamutwala entyaki n'ekyokubiri ebyobufuzi political career ye eyinza okuba tainted at the moment kubanga abantu bakitunuulira kino ekintu nga ekitagetinga individuals specific individuals nga kati boolaba current leader of opposition betusuubira nti gwe kitagetinga naye ffe olw'okuba tubadde tumubuulira nga muganda waffe era tusuubira ayimirira ku saidi yaffe tumugamba akyasobola okuba ow'eddembe era okukijjayo ng'obudde bukyali. It's not too late. N'agamba I am very sorry twali tukoze ensobi efaanana bweti tusobola okukikolectinga kuba ku bizibu ebiruma bannayuganda kati si byakulonda baloopu ebizibu ebiruma bannayuganda si byakulonda baloopu n'arrangements ezo zonna eziriwo. Njagala kubawa ekyokulabirako tulina enguudo mbi abantu tebafuna amasannyalaze ebyokusoma abasirikale basula bubi ebintu byebito byetwalibadde tuteekako nnyo essira so si bino byakulaba nti ate tucreatinga division mu NRM. Tukimanyi nti no tusobola okuba nga tetulina bwongo bumu naye bw'okola ensobi naddala mu budde buno abantu balwawo okusonyiwa era bakiteeka ku mutima gwabwe nga bakiraba nga ideas eziri driven by government of NRM.
Yeah, today Honorable Muma has brought on the issue on the floor of Parliament to do with the petition about the administration of Parliament. Yeah, which could be good, but unfortunately, so many members had ever raised about it and gave notice to Parliament to raise the same 1 year, 2 years back. It's very unfortunate that those members were not given an opportunity, and we wonder why in only a spell of a few weeks, whenever Muma comes up with his, and the certificate of financial implication is actually given to him. To some of us, we begin actually wondering the motive as to why others had been not given the opportunity to present such a motion and for the amendment of the bill. And I believe that these members who had raised it before need to also be given an opportunity by Parliament that they can also come on the floor of Parliament and present the same. Even if it means marrying the 2 or 3 together, that would be much more better. But selectively picking on a member to come and present what could be the best interest of the powers to be, this is very unfortunate. It will kill the spirit of democracy in this country. It will kill the spirit of opposition and the spirit of togetherness and unity. I think if it proceeded without giving other members an opportunity, it will kill and demotivate the spirit of legislation in this Parliament. Yeah, the Parliament on Honorable Muma alese wano motion yenga yagala afune permission in Parliament. Okay, ajifuna naye alese wano ebago eteeka ngaliko kola amendment in Parliament likwata kwa administration ya Parliament era okusinga nnyo ekikwata ku leader wa opposition okukyusa mu enteekateeka emulonda naye ekyo kyennyini ffe twewunya nnyo kuba waliwo members ba palamenti bamu bakigezezaako omwaka guli emyezi giri mabega ne bawandikira palamenti ate obukakafu we buli naye kikyewunyisanga palamenti tenaba kubawa obuyinza bwo naye no memba ono olumu yavudde from nowhere mu weeks 2-3 zokka n'ajjayo n'alipangapanga nga bw'ayagala era tulabanga palamenti ne gavumenti emuvingize fast nnyo nemwayo certificate n'olukusa era ffe tulaba kuta ekintu kyo kigenda kontagana enkolagana ya palamenti oludda lwa opposition n'oludda lwa gavumenti at least omukisa gwandibadde gwe gumu that members bonna abavaayo nababeera n'enteekateekaayo bandibaddeyo omukisa w'ekiro lyawo naye bagenderenga wamu yande babiteeka wamu naye baboyeko omukisa batambulire wamu okubagaala etteeka okulupulizeetinga tulyogereko bulungi nga palamenti.
Ekisooka bw'otunuulira biiru ya Honorable Lumu ogiraba ng'erimu ekyama ekikusike. Biiru nnyingi okuli ne muganda waffe Dr. Hilderman Hillary Kyagagi yaleeta y'abayimbi mu 2022 paka kati tebagirowooza nga nako yadde okujja. Naye tulabye nnyo nti biiru zi gavumenti zirinamu interest zidduka nnyo emisinde ku fulooko ne ziyitawo. Mu bizibu ebiruma Uganda njala kubuuza muganda wange Lumu ku mateeka amabi agaluma Uganda era etteeka lya leader of opposition kyogamba gye kizibu ennyo ekisuza bannayuganda nga tebeebase. Otunula nodde ebbali ne weeraliikira n'ogamba wateeka okuba waliwo ensonga ekyo kyongera tugumya bugumya kyolaba batandise okukwata enkola eyo kitegeeza bwe tubakutte wanywevu nkakasa tujja kukola kye tusobola naye tulina maanyi genkana b'NRM House eno banaaba baagala kiyite kijja kuyita naye ffe kitulaga nti tuliko kituufu twongere kunyweza bunywezi. When you look at Honorable Lumu's bill, the speed at which it's taking, there is something secretly hidden in there. We have many bills that have come here before. Remember the copyright bill that my brother Hillary Chiaga brought in 2022. Up to now, it hasn't got the first reading. But this one, the speed at which is going on, you just know that the government is very much interested in this. It's like the Computer Misuse Act bill, as when it was still a bill. So the speed is taking. We don't have power to defeat the NRM guys here because there are many. If they want it to pass, I know it will pass because it's their mission. But I want to ask my brother Lumu, with the problems this country is facing, with the bad laws we are facing, is it the leader of opposition the main problem of Uganda? Is it the main problem that the people of Mityana North are having now? That's so disappointing, man.
Abamu okupapa bagayita magezi era sirabye na nsonga lwaki mbaddamu kubanga nze bwe namaze ogisoma ne bakola ruling nti egende mu komiti kati biri byonna babadde bamala budde ruling ebadde yakoleddwa dda kyokudda nti wentudde sivuddeewo ngamba tunuuliranga nange mbeewuunya ruling bwemala okukolebwa rules ate zikugamba toyongerako kati babadde bakola ki mukama yayinza okumanya naye wano namanyirawo waliwo abasinga okukola ebintu nga bakolebwa edda babiyitanga kabandabe oba ebinyumu kati nze bwe mmaze okusoma speaker ne mukakasa nti certificate of financial implication njirina n'alifalinga byensomye mu komiti kati awo ne bw'obadde oyogera n'ovaamu amannyo nze mbadde namaze kibadde kyetaaga 2 minutes era nze mmaze nenva nawo akati badde banyumya ki simanyi biiru eyo erimu ebintu bingi byenjagala biveewo era abanaabeera mu komiti mujja kulaba nti nja kusooka kuwa ebyafaayo by'ekifo kya leader of opposition for example n'engeri gye bibadde bijja biyuzaayuzaamu ebibiina ebiri ku sayidi evuganya kati ekyo kyennyini njagala kijjawo kimazeewo emyaka 6 nga buli omu atyo kyogerako buli akyogerako atya Sseggona oyo yagezaako kireeta ne Wagaba ne kitayitamu kati ekyange bakiwakanyiza nga tebannakitegeera kaakati nze sijja bafaako nze kangende neetegeke nkomewo ngende mu komiti tukomewo for first reading mulimu ebintu bingi mulimu time allocation gye twagala ebibiina by'obufuzi bifune wano mu parliament nga buli kibiina kirina time mwekyogerera ekyo simanyi bwe kirumira bali ku sayidi yange gye mbeerako nalimu okufuna commission omulala eyo yensonga lwaki tebampadda certificate eyo kubanga bagamba nti ekyo kijja kwongeza ku budget. Naye bwe naatuuka mu komiti nja kumatiza komiti nti kikulu okwongerako komishona wa paalamenti omulala. Mu bimu njagala okugobanga leader of opposition kibeere kyangu kubanga kati kyafuuka kizibu. Ate bwe tuba tumugoba ate paalamenti yonna ebeera involved. Kale ate paalamenti yonna mu kumulonda ate tebaamu. Kati njagala ffe tuba tumwegobera. Ffe tubuulira bubuulizi paalamenti nti omuntu twamumaze yo paalamenti ng'erangirira. Ebyo nyanguyiza mbeera ya opposition gye tuliko kuba twagala abanajja banguyizibwe obulamu. Ekyokubiri, mulimu ekintu ekikulu ennyo abantu kye bataagala kwogerako abamu. Mu kuba akafaananyi ng'etteeka bwe liri kati, singa ebibiina bibiri bireeta ababaka nga benkanankana, DP neereeta 3 ne NUP neereeta 3, kati leader of opposition tumufuna tutya? Ebyo mbitadde mu tteeka. Kaakati njagala n'ekyo tukifunire amagezi kati. Naye ogenda okulaba buli omwanyu ayagala okunyumya kino, ayagala bino ebintu si byakunyumya, bino bya mutwe. Saagala beesibako. Kimanende okwogera kiyinza okulumya abamu. Naye wano mu Buganda tulina oba mukisa mubi nti ebirungi tusooka bigaana. Ne toyireti mugwanya bwe yazireeta wano abantu bazigaana. Kyova olaba baziyita bumugwanya baba bakuba mbooko zisimu. Ne mwanyi bwe zajja wano baagaana ozirima baba bakuba mbooko kye bava baziyita kibooko. Kakati na kino kyendeese bajja kigaana bwaba baagala. Naye benjogera nabo eri bagamba tuyambe okireete naye tuli batiitiizi. Kati nze Katonda kye yampa siri mutiitiizi. Ekituufu kiba kiki? Kituufu. N'eddiini bwe yajja tebaagigaana ne batta n'abantu. Kakati kino kirungi nnyo eri side opposition era mbasaba bali ku opposition baleme kola kabampaane. Babisome, babitegeere, bambuuze, nja bannyonnyola ebintu mbimanyi. Now presented my bill for the first reading. I have heard some people saying that it was too fast. If you fast track something, you will get what you want fast. Some people write letters and they leave it at that. I'm not that type. I have been going to Ministry of Finance. Immediately I got the certificate of financial implication. I contacted the office of the Speaker quickly that I have it, now what is remaining. They had no reason to give me why they should refuse me from presenting my bill. So for now, I have even heard people saying a lot of things. As long as the ruling of the Speaker is done, you cannot add on. You can only challenge it according to the rules. You cannot shout as much as you can and you remove the ruling of the Speaker. I have seen some people here shouting, maybe with the intention of removing the ruling of the Speaker. The ruling of the Speaker in there is final. So that is why I didn't even respond. I didn't find a reason why you should respond when the ruling of the Speaker was done. Now, the next step is the committee. Whoever has something to add on important should come to the committee. If you have something to add on important, don't stand on the stairs there. You come to the committee, talk from there. If you don't want the law, still come to the committee and defeat it from there. But mere talking and shouting and doing whatever there, that will not move what they consider to be bad law. In my mind, I'm satisfied that the law is very good and the law is going to help to actually unite the opposition as for now. There are others, there are insertions we have to do. Insertions, meaning in this law, it was not there. Okay? So I'm bringing in fresh insertions to be put in the law. Therefore, those insertions will be done at committee level. There is also another problem where two parties bring equal numbers of MPs. For example, if DP my party manages to bring 30 and NUP also brings 30, the law the way it stands now, we cannot get rid of opposition. So I want also to provide for that, just in case it is there, to see how we can solve that problem. No, they are free to refuse, but they are free also to understand. You don't have to stand on the stairs there and complain from there. The thing is in the committee now. The bill is in the committee. You come to the committee and defeat it from there. Mere shouting, mere going on radios, and you say whatever you are saying will not deter me from pursuing a good thing which is going to actually organize and unite more of the political parties as they stand today in the opposition.